Hi guys, welcome to the first extreme full deep clean of this year. I am so excited to share this extreme deep cleans with you because we got done so much and our home is so much cleaner and cozier already, and I am sharing this journey with you all with the hope that you will find the motivation or inspiration what you need, because we all deserve a home where we feel cozy and relaxed and what makes us happy. So if you are ready, let's get to clean together. So well, I don't even know where to start. So, as I mentioned in my last video, this fall we are more than just deep cleaning for fall, because we will get done some house projects too, just like we did at my spring deep cleans. This time we are starting in the living room, and so far we did took off the curtains, because to me deep cleaning means that everything gets a clean. There is no excuse except for my curtains, which aren't washable, but they still need to be shaked or vacuumed. We will figure something out. But the main thing is to get rid of all the dust or dirt what is hiding or waiting for us, but we never got the time to get it done. Then the reason why I don't know where to start is because there is more context to this fall deep cleaning. So that's obvious that I will fall deep clean. We have a busy lifestyle where sometimes even the usual everyday chores are hard to get done. So this is why I find it important to time have a deep clean, and it's easier if I tie it to something like the season changings. Then, as you can see, I took my table, but not just because I am cleaning, but we decided to change the layout to an older version. And this has two reasons. One is because the current layout is just feels off to us as a family with 2 kids. If it would be just the 2 of us, then it would work. The second reason is because we have to change the sofa what we bought like 6 months ago, because it's so uncomfortable to sit on it. And since this was the only sofa what was short enough to fit across the room and also have more of the features what we need, like to be a sofa bed, to have a storage, now we have to size up, and for that we have to move the sofa anyway. So with all these reasons and everything, we decided to take the whole living room apart, deep clean it, transform it, and also do some house projects what is easier to get done when the furnitures aren't pushed to the wall. But I will talk about all the things in more details later on. If you see my spring deep cleanings, then you may remember that we got all the skirting boards up, but we haven't caulked or repaired or fixed them. So this time it's time to get that run done too. I wish I could say we will paint it as well, but unfortunately we do not have the time for it now. But I definitely want to get it done before New Year. Oh, it gives me chills talking about New Year already. It seems like we just got into 2025. Anyway, because there are furnitures around the walls, we had to caulk out the skirting boards in segments. So he already done the wall where the TV stand's gonna go, so now we will just move it there.
And where I met you, baby, all those years past, now I know you, how the times can change, and I get a little down, thinking about tomorrow, I get down.
It was a long time ago when this TV stand was taken apart this much, so the areas that aren't reachable otherwise been really dusty. Call me crazy, but I love when we rip a room apart and I can clean everything as I should. I know it's such a hard work, and before we would start it, I am kind of like, I don't want to do it, and throwing tantrum inside me. But once we started, I am like, yes, let's do this. And I love the feeling after everything is back to order and everything being cleaned and the house mess, and feels like I would be walking in clouds with fresh laundry sand. So just try it, you won't regret it, I promise. One room at a time, don't rush yourself, just focus on all the details, because always the details what gives you the best effect. So we are dismantling and remantling our TV, but since we just dived into this transformation without any planning, we were like, do you wanna get it done now? Yeah, sure. So we haven't bought anything, we just really started to get things done, and therefore we don't have any other wall mount for our TV, but would be more flat with the wall. We just added its leg back for now, and of course wiped the TV because it was so dusty, especially its back. And the reason why we aren't using this TV wall mount is because this one is a bit bulky since it has an extending arm, because we used to have the sofa on the other end of this room too, so to watch the TV we had to pull it forward. But I think after trying nearly every possible layout in this room, the final layout will be this one, so we don't need to move the TV anymore, so it can be flatly attached to the wall. I added back the decors just to see the wall picture once everything is done, but later on we will change it to full decorations. Then it was so dusty behind and under the TV stand that I first had to clean that up before we could cook the skirting boards here as well. It's only a line of coke and it still adds to the cleanliness of the room. I am calling this visual cleanliness because it's something what actually is not dirt, but when you look at it, you can see that it isn't finished, and this gives you the feeling of neglect and dirtiness, at least to me it does. So it's just visual dirt, and once you get it done, it will look clean, visually clean. And before I would forget to mention, this is the first part of this video, so the whole video is a 1 hour or so long, so to be easier for me to edit and things, I split the video into 2 half-an-hour videos. So if I am talking about something that later on we will get it done and you haven't seen it in this video, then it will be in the second part. Just in my mind, this video is still a whole 1 hour video.
Was it over from the get-go? Should we call it quits and let go? I have cried many times over you. Sleepless nights, what a crime. Wasting my tears on a broken dream. Maybe I just can't forgive another mistake. Maybe I don't wanna feel this heartache. Every time you let me down, I get to thinking I don't even know why,
I just cleaned and tidied up the cables a bit so we can move the table here, and now we'll have a bit quicker progress.
I tried.
Sorry for the table at the background, but the kids still had their lunch, but I had to carry on to be able to finish more things, and I didn't even realize that they were falling into the corner of the picture.
Is it just me? Do you feel the same? Were you up all night thinking you should maybe go your own way? Or should we stay? Try to make things right, cause I get a little down. Thinking about tomorrow, I get down. Should we call it quits and let go? I have cried many times over you. Sleepless nights, what a crime. Wasting my tears on a broken dream. And maybe I just can't forgive another mistake. Maybe I don't wanna feel this heartache. Every time you let me down, I get to thinking I don't even know why, even though I tried. Yeah, I don't know why I tried. Yeah, I don't even know why. Yeah, I don't know why I tried. We should head back to our old place.
And here comes the moment of truth. So we decided to place the sofa under the window, but probably you already guessed it by the facing of the TV stand. I was thinking a lot how could I find the best layout possible. I was watching TikTok designer videos, feng shui videos and everything, but when I combine all the rules, if I can call them like that, with the need of our family, I cannot find a better layout than this one for now. We love to face the TV while we are watching it, and we don't really like it high, like above the fireplace or things. I would love to put it above the fireplace because then we would achieve two things at once. We would have a space for the TV, what wouldn't be a bit awkward like now. Plus TVs now can be turned into a piece of art, so the decorating above the fireplace would be sorted as well. But unfortunately it's not so easy with us because we just don't like to watch the TV so high. What I was also thinking is to add the TV in the corner, making a corner TV unit. I am not quite sure yet about that, but just in case we will hold on to the old TV mount, then we will see, but the sofa has to stay this way to work with our current life situation. And we also changed the layout of our dining table because now with the sofa on the side we have enough room to do so. I hope we will be able to keep it this way with the new sofa as well, which has to arrive soon, so maybe I will be able to add it as a last thing to the second part of this fall clean with me.
Sleepless nights, what a crime, wasting my tears on a broken dream.
Now I am just dusting and dusting everything and placing them to their place. I also found our baby phone. I totally forgot about it since we aren't using it anymore, so I did get rid of it. It was really old and 2 of our kids has grown out of it, so it wasn't working properly, so there was nothing to save on it. As you can see it in the background, we still haven't took the wall mounts off, just in case we wouldn't love this new layout, so we decided to sleep on it, and let's see next morning what we decide to do.
Maybe I just can't forgive another mistake. Maybe I don't wanna feel this heartache. Every time you let me down, I get to thinking I don't even know why, even though I tried. Yeah, I don't know why I tried.
We definitely need another rug what would fill the space better, but of course the standard sizes what the rugs have aren't really the perfect match for us. Why would they be? So I am still looking and trying to decide which size would be a better fit. Hopefully once the sofa arrives I can figure out something. And because we don't know if everything stays like this, we haven't mounted the soundbar either. Just placed it behind the TV since there is no better and safer place. But I am actually thinking to have it built in into our TV stand. I mean into our future TV stand. It sounds amazing, but it also collects dust and is a bit hard to undust it. The best way is if you use your vacuum. But I hope if we build it in, then it will be less dusty, or at least it will take longer to get dusty.
I've been dreaming so much lately about your face when you're smiling. It's the only thing that...
We tidied up a bit in here, and now I will clean the floor so we won't spread all the dust what I just wiped off from everything. Then we can start to dive deeper and deeper into the full deep cleaning.
Saves me. Hey, I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know what I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a...
We already cleaned many areas and many things, and to finish off behind the sofa I will go ahead and clean the window from inside and outside. It wasn't the shiniest day, but I didn't want to leave it till tomorrow. Anyway, it's autumn, so the weather isn't reliable, so there is no guarantee that there will be no rain tomorrow.
Use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. For each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine.
I just quickly took the curtain off in the kitchen as well so I can wash them, and they will be clean by the time I finish cleaning the window in the living room. I am only doing the shortest cycle because they aren't dirty, more like dusty, so all they need is a rinse to wash the dust off. To clean the frame I am using my UPVC cleaner what I showed you guys. It does clean the frame very well, and after I cleaned the windows I was checking if I can buy more of this cleaner, and I couldn't find in the UK, so now I have to find another brand what does such a good job. And also while I was searching for this cleaner I found the calcium lime and rust remover from the Zeb brand. I see many US moms are using this brand, so I am thinking to give it a go in the bathroom. So if you used it, please let us know your experience so we can decide if it's worth a try or not.
I don't wanna be without you. This is something that I know for sure. It's just something about you. I just want more. Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do tonight. I really don't care as long as I'm with you.
cleaning the windows takes a long time, especially if you clean them from both sides, but it's so worth it. Our windows are just under the roof, so spiders easily can find their way inside our home when we open the windows, and they aren't mostly those tiny ones, more like the huge ones. The other day I went to shower and above the window there was a huge one. It was like 5 centimeter diameter from one leg to the other, or if not bigger, and I hate them, sorry, no offense, but I just find them so disgusting. Anyway, with the window cleaning you can just destroy their webs, sweep them off, so hopefully they won't find their way back. Then, next to reducing the chance of these crawlers to get inside the house, the difference is always satisfyingly visible. Maybe here in the living room you cannot spot it so much than when we will clean the window in the kitchen, but as much I don't like cleaning the windows because it's boring and takes a long time, as much I do enjoy them cleaned.
Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other.
A bit of cleaning and polishing for the windowsill, then I had to ask my husband to take the radiator apart because I cut my finger the other day and I don't really can squeeze with my right hand. And if I remember well, last fall I got a radiator cleaner brush to clean the dust out from between the panels, but this year there aren't lumps of dust, so I will only clean from above first with my vacuum to get rid of the dust so it cannot accumulate and turn into big lumps. Then I will also give it a wipe.
And it feels like I'm on cloud nine.
As I wanted to put this side cover back, I seen how dusty that pipe area is, so a quick vacuuming and it's nice and clean again.
Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise.
Before I would push the sofa back, let's just quickly clean up the dust what we wiped from the window, from the windowsill and the radiator, and with that this section of the room is fully cleaned.
Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know.
The curtains got washed in the meanwhile, so I can place them back. I usually hang them still wet so they can dry and straighten by their own weight, because they get dry from the top to the bottom, so the bottom is always heavier and pulls the fabric downwards. But if you got the time and the energy, you can iron them and they will be crispy.
How would do without you? Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know what I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down.
It was already dinner time, so we quickly tidied up in here.
We should head back to our old place in the faraway town where I met you, baby. All those years past, now I know you. How the times can change and I get a little down. Thinking about tomorrow, I get.
And before we would call it a day, I quickly hang the curtain in the kitchen as well. I prefer to hang them back on a clean window, but unfortunately there wasn't enough time, and the truth is that just after I finished cleaning the window in the living room, the rain started to pour, so I didn't even have the chance to do it. But this is a new day and we are starting with the window straight away.
Was it over from the get-go? should we call it quits and let go? I have cried many times over you.
I am usually that kind of person who schedules things in order where she doesn't need to clean twice, so I do first task what can make the house messy or dirty, then I do the cleaning task, but this time we will do everything upside down just to get where we have to get. So I am cleaning this window now, but soon we will do the house project of adding the UPVC architrave what is missing around the window. I think this will be in the second part of the video. But sometimes you just have to get out of your routine if you want to see progress quicker. The thing is, we all have different lifestyle, and even a person's lifestyle is changing due to circumstances what he or she cannot predict or control. So just because the big book says what is the right way to do things, that doesn't mean that is the right way or choice for you too. So always evaluate what is the best for you and never let anyone tell you otherwise, because maybe they are right, but their right is only right from their perspective, and their perspective comes from their way of living. So if I, who has 2 kids and a cat and a busy lifestyle, says to do it this way, that's not necessarily will work for you who has no kids at all, or you have 2 kids but a more chilled life, or who has more than 2 kids. So what I am trying to say is to use the information what you get from others, but always turn it into the best way for yourself. And also don't wait with things what you want to achieve just because others would say that you have to do it in another order. And the reason why I say this is because I feel like I am trapped into this mentality where you only can do the makeover once you have everything collected, or first you do the messy job, then cleaning, so you don't have to work twice. But I realized by keeping these rules all the time, it just draws me back from growing or getting forward with things in life. I don't know if I explained myself right, but I hope you guys can understand what I am trying to say.
Over you, sleepless nights, what a crime, wasting my tears on a broken dream. Maybe I just can't forgive another mistake. Maybe I don't wanna feel this heartache. Every time you let me down, I get to thinking I don't even know why I tried.
I just seen this microfiber cloth in Tesco for £1 and I decided to give it a go. My cleaning clothes are so old and slowly stained, so it's time to change them, but I want to make sure that I buy a better quality one what makes the cleaning more easy and effective. I quite like this one, so I think I will buy a few more so I can have spare ones to use on a regular basis. So if one gets dirty until it gets washed, I can use the other one, and the more I use them, better I can tell if they would work for me or not. And now I will just go ahead and wipe everything down from the top of the cabinets to the bottom ones. In this part I was only able to get the upper cabinets, the backsplash and the countertop level done, but in the next part we will get the lower levels wiped too. Also, sorry for my voice, we all had a cold, hence starting the nursery. The first thing what you get is some yummy sickness. We are still adapting. Saying goodbye is never easy. It's hard for her because then I am not there, and then it's hard for me because it hurts to see her crying. But she's always so happy when I pick her up from nursery and she tells how good her day was. And as much as an adapting time for her is so much adapting for me too, my routine or our usual routine is out the window, and now I am just trying to figure out how to allocate my time. Although I have like 3-ish hours free time, it's hardly enough for anything. I was hoping that I will be able to concentrate on YouTube a bit more so I can be more consistent, but the first few weeks was kind of a disaster work-wise. What freaks me out because I have so many plans and goals what I want to achieve this year, and there is only 3 months left, so I think it's time for me to be selfish and use this 3 hours free time on myself, doing what I want to do or what I have to do to achieve those goals. Also, I know this is only a phrase because next year this time she is going to school and I will be alone again, I mean kids free. What is a bit scary because in the last 8 years there only was a couple of months where my son was at school and I was at home focusing on YouTube and stuffs, then I was able to be consistent, but I also knew that our daughter is on the way. Then our daughter was born and I fell back into the full mommy mode, and this time there will be no new baby. That's it, I can build my own career and I am freaking out that I will fail. I don't know why, but I have this gut-wrenching feeling that I won't be able to reach all my goals and dreams. Probably I'm just putting too much pressure on myself, but we will see where I get by the end of this year. The top of those cabinets needed a bit more hardcore cleaner, so I used the flash degreaser. It's a bit more powerful than the sieve, but I love both of them. And even this sieve all-in-one cleaner did took off quite a big part of the grease, but it takes a little bit more scrubbing because it's not specifically a degreaser. We don't have an extractor fan in the kitchen yet, so all the steams gets on this cupboard, so this one needs a better scrub.
Is it just me? Do you feel the same? Were you up all night thinking you should maybe go your own way? Or should we stay? Try to make things right, cause I get a little down. Thinking about tomorrow, I get down. Should we call it quits?
And of course, when I get to the countertop level, I first clean the appliances, or decors in this case, what are on that part of the surface. Not too long ago, when I was deep cleaning in here, I always emptied the worktop first, then I wiped everything, but since then things changed, and now the quicker way and better way is to work in sections. My day is too fragmented now, so I am not able to clean continuously for a long period of time, so I have to make sure that whatever or wherever I clean, if I have to go, then at least the rest of the place can be used, because I don't know when I can get back to finish the cleaning. But this again in 1 year time will change, because then both kids will be in school, so there will be a longer free time for me to get my things done, but of course that will also depend from the job what I will have by that time.
And let go. I have cried many times over you. Sleepless nights, what a crime. Wasting my tears on a broken dream. And maybe I just can't forgive another mistake.
You cannot see it, but to clean the top of the cooker, I used the Astonish oven and cookware cleaner, but it's so old that it dried out, and now I am just breaking little pieces and rub it with a wet sponge. It always leaves my cooker spotless, so I love it, and it's something what I will keep buying. And another great thing is that you don't have to use a lot. A tiny amount goes a long way.
I don't wanna feel this heartache. Every time you let me down, I get to thinking I don't even know why I tried. Yeah, I don't know why I tried.
I know I said I will clean the lower area in the second part, but I just couldn't leave the oven part out because it was way too spotty. I keep my tea towel here, and when I grab it to dry my hands, I usually splash the glass, so a quick wipe will fix that. The inside of the oven will be in the second part.
Yeah, don't know why I tried. We should head back to our old place in the faraway town where I met you, baby. I have cried.
Packing everything back to its place, so this side of the kitchen from above the worktop is done, and of course, to add to the clean smell of the house, I lighted on one of my favorite candles.
Many times over you, sleepless nights.
Now let's get this side done too, and if you saw my previous video, then you already seen that in that video I already took my flower bulbs from here, but they made their way back because I just haven't got the time to plant them, and if I wanna be honest, you could still find them in the hallway. There is just no time for everything, and usually what always gets behind is my hobby or something what would make me happy, and it would take me out of the treadmill of the life.
Wasting my tears on a broken dream, and maybe I just can't forgive another mistake. Maybe I don't wanna feel this heartache. Every time you let me down, I get to thinking I don't even know why I tried. Yeah, I don't know why I tried. I don't know why I tried. Every day isn't shining like today. Beauty rising, I can say I have seen mountain highs and some valleys. Yeah, I've shouldered some baggage, felt the weight of some burdens, carried shame, cried in pain, took the lies and put them on me.
I think it's fair to say that we got done a lot already, especially in the living room, but there is way more to get done still, so if you enjoyed this part and you are ready to dive into this deep cleaning a bit more, then stay tuned to see the next part very soon. You will get a sneak peek in a minute, but until then, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so YouTube can notify you when my next upload is up. Thank you so much for watching, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!
You try to burn me down, but my spirit just refuses.